In every championship run, there's at least one role player whose clutch contribution made the title possible. So let's rewind the tape of 9 unsung heroes of the NBA Finals throughout history. After the three-peat with the Lakers and the second round exit by the hands of the Spurs in 2003, Robert Horry saw that San Antonio was moving in the right direction, so he joined LA's biggest rivals at the time. And after Kobe and Shaq returned the favor in 2004 by knocking them out in 6 games, in 2005 the Spurs returned to the biggest stage. But late in Game 5, they came on the brink of falling down 3-2 to the Pistons on the road. With the entire Big Three of Duncan, Manu and Parker struggling to buy a bucket, the Spurs relied on Big Shot Bob in the clutch.
Ginobili lays one up short, but Horry is there to follow. How about this guy? Big Shot Bob hits from three-point land, 30 for him. Horry, Robert Horry.
Horry with 5 points in the last 2 minutes of the game kept his team afloat, and Timmy had a chance to win the game at the foul line but went 1 of 4 when it mattered the most. So the game went to overtime and the Spurs found themselves trailing by 4 again when Rob did this.
Drives all the way in and with a left hand with a dunk, and he gets fouled as well.
That was a spectacular poster by the veteran. He scored all of his 21 points in the second half and overtime and played a huge role on the defensive end as the helper on the possible dagger by Chauncey Billups. So down by 2 with 9 seconds on the clock, Big Shot Bob shocks the world one last time.
Oh, they to Horry for 3. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the chart.
Horry's clutch performance gave San Antonio a 3-2 series lead and swung momentum their way as they closed out Detroit in Game 7 at home to win the title. The Glove joined Miami at midseason in 2006, looking for the last straw of hope for a championship ring. And the Heat, led by Shaq and young D-Wade, came all the way to the grand finale, surprising the 64-win first-seeded Pistons in 6 games in the conference finals. But against the Mavericks, who had the 2006 MVP and Nowitzki leading them, they found themselves in danger of falling down 3-0 at home, trailing by 10 points with 5 minutes to go in the final period. Then, the Heat, sparked by Flash, who had an astonishing 42 points in this game, went on a furious 19-4 run to take over the lead in the final seconds.
That's a 3. Posey from downtown, and the Heat slowly chipping away, back within 7. Wade pulls up, puts it in. 5-point game. Wade on the drive, inside, banks it in.
What a move.
3-point game.
Oh, what a move. Great hang time. The hang time was terrific.
Miami needs a 3 right now.
No, big thing right now is you need a high percentage shot.
Wade, it's good. 1-point game.
However, Devin Harris saw a crack in the defense and tied the game immediately.
Harris gets in the paint. Devin Harris, beautiful drive to tie the game.
So, on their last possession, Miami goes to Wade, who is locked down with little time left on the shot clock. But luckily for them,
Wade tied up. Shot clock at 5. Jason Williams kicks it out. Payton shot. It's good. Payton knocks it down with 9.3 remaining.
Gary Payton hits a huge jumper with 9 seconds left to put the Heat up by 2. This was his first shot attempt of the game. Still, the game ain't over as Dirk draws the foul and he's shooting 2 with a chance to tie the game. But
misses the free throw. Wade on a foul with 1.4 remaining.
Wow, Nowitzki misses the second free throw and Miami survives to win Game 3 at the end. They would go on to win 3 more in a row on their way to the first championship in franchise history, and the icing on the cake for Payton's glorified career. Sometimes a finals hero is the guy you least expect during crunch time, but that's not the case with Derek Fisher, who was well known for his heroics throughout his career. And in Game 4 of the 2009 NBA Finals, the Lakers were down by 3 with Dwight Howard on the foul line shooting free throws to seal the deal. But he missed both shots and the Lakers went to Kobe, right? Nope.
Fisher looking. Fisher puts up the 3, ties the game!
D-Fish sends the game into overtime on a cold-blooded 3, and he confirms his status again in the extra 5 minutes when Bryant gets double-teamed inside, and
up top to Fisher, straight on 3, puts it in! Derek Fisher with another clutch 3!
A second huge bomb from deep by Derek when they needed it the most, as the Magic couldn't recover at the end, losing the finals in 5 games. And Michael Jordan had his own Derek Fishers on both of his three-peats. In Game 6 of the '93 Finals against the Phoenix Suns, the Bulls were trailing by 2 points in the dying seconds when Horace Grant found John Paxson all alone on the left wing and
Well, Pippen got the snap. Here's Paxson for three. Yes! The Bulls take a 1-point lead.
Paxson's three-pointer with 4 seconds left put the Bulls up by 1 point, and Horace Grant did a terrific job again by swatting away the last shot by Kevin Johnson. That single three-point shot clinched Chicago's 3rd straight title. And get this, Paxson's bucket was the only point scored by any Bull other than Jordan in the entire 4th quarter. Unbelievable. 4 years later, the Bulls played another thriller ending in Game 6 of the finals against the Utah Jazz. This time, it was another white boy playing hero for the Bulls, the Warriors coaching legend Steve Kerr.
5 on the 24. Here's Jordan. Did not have the shot. Kerr does. Steve Kerr with 5 seconds remaining.
Kerr nails the mid-range, giving Chicago a 2-point lead. Utah had 5 seconds left to pull off a miracle, but Scottie Pippen stole the inbounds pass and the rest is history. We continue the white boy takeover with JJ Barea in that epic 2011 Mavs run. When Dallas managed to tie the series 2-2 against Miami, Coach Carlisle inserted reserve guard JJ Barea into the starting 5 as a spark plug, and his decision paid off immediately.
Game 4 had 5 points, 4 assists in the first half. Barea for 3. The hot shooting continues from both teams. Barea trying to draw a foul, banks it in. Ball movement, you heard Rick Carlisle tell Doris that. Ball movement has been excellent for the Mavericks. Barea counted on a foul.
JJ was unguardable in the second half, scoring 14 of his 17 points, giving the Heat all sorts of headaches. He gave the Mavs a 5-point lead in the 4th, which they held on to win it at the end.
With all that's gone on, Miami right there. Barea, the high archer. That's a 3!
And in the deciding Game 6 on the road, he was exceptional again.
Barea against Chalmers. Oh, pretty move from JJ play. Barea. Difficult shot, and Barea's back in double figures again. Beautiful backdoor play and a chance for a 3-point play. Barea puts it in. JJ Barea from downtown. It's right now. Barea on the drive. Scoop layup. Rolls in. JJ Barea does it again.
Barea came up huge with timely buckets and one charge drawn on LeBron James to keep his team in front, as they ended up winning the game by 10 points at the end. Barea's fearless drives and 3-point shooting opened up the floor for Nowitzki and company in the last 2 games of the series. And years later, D-Wade said this about him.
And we got outplayed by Dirk and Jason Terry, J-Kid, but that little JJ Barea. Nobody give him credit. JJ Barea was the one who changed the series. We didn't have no answer for him. Okay, Dirk, you know what you gonna do. Let's just make his shots tough, make it hard on him. Jason Terry going right, you can't stop him. Right? We knew all these things. But no one planned for little JJ to come off the bench and do what he did. And not from an MVP as an award, but from an MVP as a player who really helped push that series over. I give it to JJ because we didn't have no answer for him. Wow.
If you want another proof that all greats needed reliable sidekicks, here's LeBron's in 2012 and 2013. The Heat came back hungrier than ever in 2012 and met the young OKC squad led by KD, Russ, and Harden in the finals. Up 3-1, everything was ready for a big celebration in Miami. And after going ice cold 0 for 15 on threes throughout the first 4 games, Mike Miller went ballistic in Game 5 to send the entire arena into a delirium.
Miller will try another 3. Back-to-back threes. Hadn't hit one all series, and here in Game 5 comes off the bench and knocks down a couple. James kicks it out. Miller for 3. Bang! Mike Miller, 4 for 4 from downtown. Miller for 3. Pucks it in. Mike Miller, 5 for 5 from downtown. Another 3. 6 3-pointers from Mike Miller. Miller tries it again. Bang! Mike Miller on fire.
Miller's 7 threes came one short of tying Ray Allen's record for most threes made in a finals game, but it gave LeBron and the Heat's Big 3 their long-awaited title. And y'all remember Ray Allen's shot in the corner of Game 6 to save the Heat from elimination like it was yesterday. But in Game 7, another unlikely hero emerged for Miami. Enter Shane Battier.
Allen kicks it out. Battier tries again. It's good. Shane Battier, 2 for 2 from downtown. Battier, 3 for 3 from downtown. James open, up top Chalmers. Battier for 3. Bang! Tie game. James kicks it out in the corner. Battier pucks it in. 5 for 5 for Battier. Throws it back out, stolen by Chalmers. Here comes James. Drives, kicks out Battier for 3. Bang!
Battier stepped into Mike Miller's shoes and hit 6 of 8 timely shots from downtown for 18 points off the bench, helping James on his way to a repeat. Van Vliet turned from a G League player to a hero for the Raptors in Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals.
Shot clock at 5. Van Vliet using a screen, three-pointer. Oh, Van Vliet again! His third three-pointer. Sees the double team. Gasol fakes out to Van Vliet. He would have kept dribbling, he would have had a layup. Van Vliet, bang! Fred Van Vliet from downtown. Van Vliet gets a wide open look, puts it in!
Freddie scored 12 of his 22 points in the fourth quarter. His quick trigger threes ripped through Golden State's defense and silenced the Bay Area crowd. Fred was crucial for Toronto's comeback, and once they got up in the clutch, another role player delivered a heavy blow.
Siakam drives, gets past Green, throws it up and in! Pascal Siakam!
The Dubs had one last chance to save themselves, but Steph Curry came up short at the end, capping off one of the most incredible championship runs of all time for the Raptors. These 9 role players each had unforgettable finals performances. They proved that it takes a full team to win a title. Next time you watch the confetti fall, remember, alongside the MVP stand these unsung heroes whose clutch plays were just as crucial. TJ McConnell was the one inspiring me to make this video, so check out his amazing performance from Game 3 right here in this one. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.